I first found out about independent travelling in training when I was at high school in year 11, and they were doing an independent travelling project where they would train pupils like myself at the time to travel into town first of all with some teachers so they could be comfortable to be able to do it by themselves and look at numbers and timetables and when to get the bus and where to get the bus from. And that happened for a couple of weeks. And after a while, I felt comfortable to be able to travel home after school by myself. So that's how it developed, and that's how I found out about it, to go on the journey to become independent. Well, my mum didn't take it too well at the start. I knew for a couple of months I was going to do this whilst doing the independent travelling training. It was the target for me to go home independently from the school, go on the school bus, join in the morning and come home independently in the evening. So I only told my mum 2 days before that I was actually going to start coming home independently with some teachers first. Then after a while, she kind of got used to the idea. She was climbing the walls with fear when I first told her that I was going to come home independently. But after a while, she got used to it. And when I left school, she started to let me go into town on my own. So once she found out that I could do it by myself the first time and get back home, she kind of got the idea that I can actually be independent and come home by myself. So that's how she found out that I was going to do it. Independent travelling training from leaving school to now has made my life better. At the time when I could still do it when I was young, it does open a whole different doors to me, and it felt that I could travel independently to places and go to college by myself and come home by myself, and it just opened doors. It just felt I had my own time to do things and go places and see what was out there without having my mum there at the same time. So it was nice. In 2010, I decided that I wanted to do a fellowship with the Winston Church Women Trust, and it took me to America to see the difference between personalisation in America and over here. And equally, we have different things what we do better. We do personal budgets better over here. We've got better tools for us to do it. America's got better tools to do employment and also advocacy. It took me to Washington DC, Minneapolis, Toronto and New York, where I met some amazing people. So since going down on the journey the first time and doing the independent travelling to now, it helped me a lot. That was just the first step in the huge ocean of becoming independent. So that's what I've done so far. My mum's gone back to being my mum. Like, she should have been my mum when I was younger because we didn't have any connections with the local authorities, so she kept it to herself. And my mum now is my mum, and she knows what I do. She likes me to still phone her, still does the more things down the phone, like to ask if I've had my tea, which she knows I have had my tea because my PAs have done it, but she still wants to do that, and she always likes to know which PA's on, which I find quite odd, but she likes to know which of Dom and Joe's on. So she's being back to my mum. It's opened doors for my mum as well. My mum and dad went to Spain for 3 months, and my dad worked in Spain, but she knew that I had my PAs and my circle of support around me if I wanted to do that. So she's gone back to being a mum, not my carer, and that's what it should be like. I don't know what's next for me now. I just want to carry on doing what I do, like helping local authorities and also young people, and give awareness to them and to show them that it is possible, and help parents down the road of their children to become independently, and show that it doesn't matter if your child's got a disability. Something what I found out in America, which has stuck to me for this day, from one of the organisations that I visited in Washington. They said a person's disability is just a reduction that they have to accommodate to. So my disability is just a reduction what I have to accommodate to. So it doesn't rule my life. I try not to let it rule my life. I just carry on doing what I do. So if we can show parents that it is possible, and local authorities that it is possible, we are in a time now where lots of things are being cut back, but if we can be creative in the ways that we do things differently and make sure that young people and their families are still being supported the right way, the way that they want to be supported, and it'll be better outcomes for all the people are involved in that young person's life.